All right, bro. We're recording live right now.
What episode are we on, bro? Is this 6 or 7?
I can tell you right here, actually. Let's go to the playlist. View full playlist. This will be 6.
I'm
6.
Ron Burgundy. Bro, we gotta talk about how we took a hiatus. I took a vacation, mostly because you're fat, bro, and we got lazy.
I got lazy. I did. Yeah. No excuse. No excuse. I did get lazy. I don't know. I'm trying to do a billion things at once, and then
trying to do a lot, bro. You gotta find the balance and the force.
I don't know. I guess if I was lower to the ground like you, I'd have more balance. It's just short and fat.
But since you're higher, bro, the gravity that you produce for the Earth is much higher.
It's hard. I sway a lot. But yeah. No, this will be 6. You're still fat. Yeah.
Bro, I feel like I'm working out on your chair right here, bro. Because it wants to lean like all the way down. I'm like, I feel like I'm doing the wall planks, trying to keep my chair up.
I gotta see if I can take them back. It's
You
been
should be
been
able
a few
to.
weeks.
Oh,
I don't
okay,
think it's been more than 30 days though.
You gotta check your receipt.
I don't.
But usually, you should be good on 30 days. You should be good.
Yeah.
The high value items usually have a shorter, because I used to work at Target, bro, so I know return policies.
But I did get, I guess a protection plan or something on them. I don't know. It was free, technically. I paid 50 cents.
Yeah, well then
the guy. So it was like, I think $8 per chair. And then the guy did a discount or something, but he only gave me I paid $1 for it because he gave me a $7.50 discount. It's like, man, what a liar! He said completely free if I wanted to add it. And then he charged me $1 more.
Yeah, that was the hook, bro. He's making that commish. Commish, bro.
Completely free.
Yeah.
I want my dollar back.
So I remember we were talking about last time, but as I was talking to you about before, I wanted to spend some time because my son was talking about different stuff, and I was like, man, you know what? We should tell some of our tales, some of our no milk tales from when we were younger, bro. And so before you came along, because I don't know if everybody knows this, but I am 8 years older than my baby brother, even though he's way fatter, but he caught up to me in fatness and then surpassed me because he's super fat. And but I am the older brother.
Bro, you surpassed yourself, bro. I don't know.
I'm competing with myself, bro.
Nobody's fatter than myself.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Nobody. So I kind of remember this, but most of this is going to be me just from what they told me. So myself, remember, like we talked about previous episodes, we've gone through some pretty crazy stuff. And one of them is my mom, she got pregnant with me when she was 14. And then she had me when she was 15.
Your mama nasty.
Bro, she's nasty. That's why we always bust her watching all the nasty parts. That's why she saw today's movie, bro. She was like, oh, yeah, I like it. She was into it. Because there was a sex scene. They didn't show anything, but as soon as they even hinted at a sex scene, her eyes perked up, girl. She was excited. But no, so she had me when she was really young. And in order to help her, my grandparents decided to raise me. So I was still with my mom, though. I would rotate because even though my grandparents raised me, my mom always lived really, really close. So right now we live literally a block away from each other. But that's how fat we are because we're like, it's kind of far. Let me drive.
Kind of far. Won't see each other for months.
Yeah.
We're so fat. Just, I miss you. I want to visit. It's kind of far.
Yeah. I had to walk to the car and drive a block.
A block.
So anyway, so we always lived close to each other. And this particular time, well, first of all, my grandma's always lived in the hood. We live in the hood. we have been poor for a long time, as you could tell from our free cable. I mean, the alleged free cable stories and all that stuff. But we live in an older neighborhood of San Antonio for sure. And oh, bro, let me just tell a quick story about your grandmother, your mother's mother, the first clone, the first face. So, you know the little homie figurines, little homie figurines. So, my grandma was saying that she likes those, and she was talking about them, and we were talking about ghetto in the hood, and how they, you know, they represent that culture, like from the hood. And I had told my grandma, you know, because I remember what conversation sprouted from that, but I remember telling grandma, you know, we live in the ghetto, right? And she's like, I'm not ghetto. Like, bro, she was so hurt, bro. Like it was like I stabbed her in the heart. And I'm like, grandma, I didn't say you're ghetto. I said we live in the ghetto, because you don't have to be ghetto to live in the ghetto. You just have to be poor. That's not the same thing, being poor and being ghetto, because we have family who's poor or who were like us. And then we have ghetto family, like ghetto family. So anyways, bro, yeah, for like 2 weeks, bro, she was sad. She was heartbroken.
Because she lives in the ghetto.
Bro, but how does she not know that she lives in the ghetto for like 30 something years, bro? It took me pointing it out to her. Like, grandma, the gunshots never gave it away, grandma. The cops.
I didn't know I live in the West Side. Every single news station refers to anything. Oh, the West Side, the West Side, the West Side. Like, yeah, grandma, you're in the West Side.
So yeah, that was funny. But anyways, so we live. She lived in the same house for, oh man, my entire life, my whole life, and has never moved.
That's a whole lot of life, man.
It's a whole lot, because you are fat. Yes, for sure. So at this time, mom was living a few, maybe half a mile. So she lived in the apartments by the church. The church was down the big square, and those were the government apartments, bro. It's back when we had the food stamps and the money and the government cheese, bro.
I'm pretty sure to this day there's still the government housing,
probably,
or government apartments. What are they? They're not even. It's like a duplex type thing, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, cause what would you consider that? It's not, cause they're all connected like apartments, but
yeah,
I don't know, it's a weird.
I don't know, but they're definitely ghetto apartments. And so my mom, by this time, she had graduated early, because our mom is smart. She's really smart academically, but other stuff,
common sense wise.
So she graduated early and she had an apartment. I was really young. I must have been like 2, so she was probably, I don't know, 18, maybe 19. And my grandma's always been like my mom, because they raised me. So I'd always go back and forth between my mom and my grandma. And if you see them both, like we established before, they're basically the same person. So it's not really like I was changing anything other than the location where I saw the same person. So my mom didn't let me go with my grandma. And mom used to tell all her friends that grandma was a witch, a bruja, right? Mexican for witch. So she would tell her that. And the reason being is because at a very young age, so I'm a pretty sharp guy, I'm pretty smart. Very young age, I already started using, grandma taught me how to use the phone. So at 2 years old, I could already call her, and I would call her and tell her mom hit me. So every time that mom hit me, she would tell her friends, look, you know, my mom's a witch. She knows every time I hit him. So she would hit me, and then I would go crying, and then she wouldn't know, but I would call grandma. So then grandma would come over, and you know how moms and grandmas are, they're crazy. So it doesn't even matter. They just get crazy. So she'd come over and she's like, why are you hitting him? And whatever. And so anyways, I always like being at grandma's. I mean, just something about grandkids.
Imagine, just because she wanted to show her friends.
Dude,
like,
that's
I don't
exactly
have no
what I was
reason to hit
thinking.
him, but look, watch.
As a test subject. Bro, that's your mother. It's your mom, bro. So anyways, about 2 years old, she didn't let me go to grandma's. She was like punishing me for, I don't know, for something. I don't remember what I did. And I ran away. I was like, you know what? I'm going to grandma's. So I just left, and I walked down the street to the Texaco that we have not too far. But I mean, as a 2-year-old, like, that was pretty.
Yeah, no, that's like half a mile, maybe.
Yeah, maybe quarter.
Quarter mile.
Maybe quarter.
Still pretty far.
Yeah, for a 2-year-old, right? Yeah. So I went into the store, and obviously because I'm, fat, bro. So I went in there and grabbed an ice cream, and then I just kind of started eating it, like, bro. Like, I didn't even care at the store worker. So the store worker called the cops, and this part I don't remember, but apparently. I told the cops, like, not to arrest me, that they needed to pay for my ice cream. because I was hungry. So, and then I never made it to grandma's. But then I don't remember if mom got there first or grandma got there first. But yeah, so they called the cops and they found me. And I don't remember what they did to mom. She was probably crying to grandma, but I didn't cry. I had my ice cream, bro. But I think I do remember being like scared, like I was gonna get arrested, bro. And so, like, dude, bro, but it's the hood, bro. You know how it is.
It's because you're fat, bro.
So yeah, man. But that's not the only trouble. You talk about terrible twos, bro. So I go and hold up a convenience store at 2 years old for some ice cream, bro. But then that's not the only thing. And then I remember there was a car. I remember we were somewhere. I don't remember whose house that we were at. But then I remember wanting to drive. I was like, I can drive. Let me drive. So I took your mother's keys, bro. And at that time, I think she had it was like a purplish sedan, some kind of car. But you know, the cars at this time, they were all steel. You know, they're older school cars, so it's all steel. Yeah, so I get in and drive, and I destroy someone's mailbox, bro. Maybe that's where Grandpa got inspired to build the indestructible mailbox. He's like, just in case.
Just in case he ever gets behind the wheel.
Yep. So, yeah, bro, it's pretty crazy when I drove, and but I was smart, man. I was always a smart kid, and wasn't always for my good because I was getting some trouble. Just do dumb stuff.
I remember you're supposed to talk about the purse and the TV.
Oh, yes.
That's a little bit older. I remember that. That reminded me.
So continuing on, so obviously as a younger boy, not preteen, like 10, I don't know, maybe like 8 or 9, but I was aware of the ladies. And this was back in the Baywatch days, bro. I don't know any of you know the Baywatch days, but Pamela Anderson, I think her name was Yasmin Bleef, and big old giant boobies, bro, running on the beach as lifeguards with the Hoff. The Hasselhoff, bro. And I remember mom said that I used to go and like kiss the TV and trying to get those boobies early on, bro. So anyways, at the time, this was pre-internet, everybody. So pre-podcast, pre-internet. So way before that, this was back when phones were all corded phones on the walls and stuff. So anyway, they used to have commercials late at night. I don't know what time, maybe like at 12 or 1 o'clock they would start coming on, and they were 1-900 numbers, bro. 1-900. So the 1-900 numbers, bro, were you would call them and then you would have sexual conversations, bro. And who knows if it was actually, I mean, obviously the girls they show were all sexy on the TV, but who knows?
Speaking to some Indian guy.
Bro.
Oh yeah, I'll do that to you. I don't know what kind of Indian accent that was, but
so I remember seeing, because the way it worked is you would call, and then they would charge your phone line, and it was supposed to be like the first so many minutes were like free, and well, bro, you know what young boys do when my son got caught stretchy, bro, and so I wouldn't even make it through the intro, bro. To the free.
You're still dialing the number. Oh!
Yeah, so I don't know how the bill got charged, but apparently mom one time had a $400 bill, bro.
Dang.
It was expensive. I think it was like $2.99 a minute or $3.99 a minute, something like that. So I know it wasn't because of one time, because I called frequently, bro. So yeah, man, I would wait and stay up late until everyone go to bed. I'm like, where's that phone at? And I remember the slogan too from the commercials. It was like music, and then it's like, pick up the phone. I was like, oh yeah, I'm picking up the phone, one-handed, obviously, bro. But that was our dirty sites, bro. Before the internet came, you had to use the imagination.
Bro, you're so fat. I can't imagine the conversations. Oh yeah, I'm gonna glaze you like a ham.
You like that? Like a sizzling.
Extra glaze.
They're like, do you want it medium or medium rare?
Dang. That's probably. What if they have those conversations recorded? Like,
I don't know.
Probably not anymore, but bro. That's a lot of money. Like $400. $400 now is quite a bit still, but back then in the early '90s, that was a lot of money. That might have been like a week and a half, nearly 2 weeks of pay.
Bro, I blame your mother. That's what she get for never watching me and putting me in front of the TV, bro.
In front of the TV.
Listen, you can't control what comes on the TV. And back then, it was only like 5 channels, bro.
True.
5 channels. So it's all your mother's fault for leaving me up that late, letting me stay up till like midnight, 1 o'clock.
Well, bro, I was fortunate when we allegedly had cable.
Allegedly.
On channel 99.
Was it the squiggly lines, bro?
The
squiggly lines, bro. Squiggly line cable.
Squiggly. I think I saw a boob.
I remember like.
Or is that spaghetti? I don't know. I saw it.
Yes, I was like, they're doing something nasty. I can hear the noises.
It's all just white noise.
Bro, the squiggly. I remember trying to make it out. And you're like, oh no. That's the angle. Yeah, that's it. I can see it.
And then again, it was that little brown box that you'd have to like turn the knob. It's like, go further. I know if I can make it past 99, I'll see something.
Yeah.
That was bad, bro. The
squiggly lines, bro. Hey, the things we did, but now, man, kids don't have to come up for oxygen, man. Bro, those kids they're gonna get carpal tunnel at 18, bro.
Probably.
That's really the reason why I keep Joaquin from all the electronics that I keep him from, bro. Is I'm trying to save his wrists. Like, when you become an adult, go ahead, man. You're good. You want to wear it out within the first year, you'll be all right. He's like, sir, you have no cartilage left in your wrist. Man. But yeah, that was crazy. You know, there was one time, bro. This is early on how I knew I was destined to be fat, bro. I was with our uncle in Houston, and I used to go every summer for I don't know, like 5 or 6 years. I would go to Houston with my uncle, and we would do all kinds of shenanigans when I was over there. But one particular time, I remember I was on the back of a truck bed, and it wasn't going that fast. I don't remember if we were driving like I'm pretty sure it was a residential road because I don't think it was a regular traffic thoroughway. But I went and it was going slow and I was like, I'll just jump off. And so what I did is I jumped away, like I was facing away from the truck, and I jumped, and physics, an object in motion doesn't stay in motion. So it was going to, even though I jumped forward because the truck was traveling backward, the actual momentum is going backwards. So I jumped and fell back and smacked the back of my head. And I'm pretty sure
it's still swollen to this day.
I'm pretty sure I had a concussion because I remember being like super dizzy and getting tired. And they're like, no, don't go to sleep. And I remember Uncle, he was so afraid of getting caught, I guess, because he allowed me to jump off.
It probably smacked my head. You, hey, jump off. I dare you to.
Probably. And I remember he had asked, he was like, look, we can go to the hospital, we can go to the ER, but then we're going to be there all day. Who knows how long it's going to take you to get seen. Or we could go eat pizza at CC's.
Bro.
Bro, do you know what I chose?
Bro.
I
know what you chose, bro.
Because what would you have chosen?
Bro, you know how I know you're fat?
How do you know that you're fat?
Because I know I would have chosen the same thing. It's like,
Yep. So I was like, all right, let's go get some pizza. And we went to pizza. And, I got lucky I survived to this day. Yeah. Oh, man.
Oh,
good times.
Speaking of CC's, I remember, so when we were growing up, you lived with Grandma.
Mm-hmm.
I think we lived together maybe the first year I was born, maybe. I don't know. Not very long. But you would take me out to eat to CC sometimes. And that was like our bonding moment. You'd like, let's go to CC's. It would usually be you and Sam, our cousin Sam, and they'll take me. And these fat bastards would be there all day. All day.
Bro.
And guess who was there with him all day?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
these fat bastards all day for like 5 hours. I miss CC's. It was right there too.
It was so good. I mean, it's still good.
Oh yeah,
it's still good. They have a bunch of good stuff too. But bro, talk about fat, bro. You are the pink fat panther, bro. Bro, you need to tell about how you're a sleuth, how you look just like a Sherlock Holmes, and as soon as you saw it, bro, you planned out the whole event right, so you can get to the snacks.
Me and my brother were diabolical and diabolically fat. I'm pretty sure if we were born about 500 years ago, we would be like conquerors and stuff like that. Probably over food mostly. So my dad, I'll say it. I said it. My dad.
It's for the podcast, bro. The sacrifices you make.
Yes. Don't have a good relationship with him, but we've had some good times before. So
especially with this food.
So he would. My dad used to drink a lot, especially when I was younger. Things changed, but when I was younger, he would drink a lot, and sometimes he wouldn't eat his food or snacks or whatever. And because he would, he'd like, I'm gonna drink, not gonna eat it. He'll eat it later. And there were a lot of times to where he just would never end up eating his food. It stays in the fridge for 4 or 5 days, and then we end up throwing it away.
But you couldn't touch it, bro. It doesn't matter if he didn't eat it.
We couldn't touch it. So, literally, if you ate his leftovers on the 4th day, what? I was about to eat that. Like, no, you weren't. Anyways, that's what it was. So there was a lot of times like, man, like, I want that. Like, I know you're not going to eat it for whatever reason. I just know it. You don't touch your stuff. So there were specific times that I really wanted his food, his snacks, specifically his snacks.
The good stuff. Man.
The first time, it was over some cinnamon sugar graham crackers. You get the box, right? And then there's like maybe I think 3 packs of them, and they're little squares. It's a graham cracker. Well, not little squares, they're big squares like this, right? And there's a bunch of little sheets of them in a pack, and there's a bunch of packs in the box, like 3 packs. Anyway, so we would do that, and everybody would get their pack. But my dad, he would always drink, so he would never eat his stuff. But he would go and check the pack to see if his stuff was still there. So I saw him do that a few times, and all he would do is pick up the box and shake it. All right, cool, there's still crackers in there. I was like, man, I want those crackers. They've been in there for like 2 weeks already.
Like, your mind is like plotting everything out, bro.
Yeah, so like we're poor, we don't have a lot of stuff. We only go shopping, twice a month or whatever. Those 2 times, it's like, all right, cool. There's no in between. Now we're super spoiled. If we want something like, I want to make steaks today, we go to the store, buy some steaks, cook them. I'm grateful for that. That's good. But back then it wasn't like that. It's like, all right, we bought stuff. We have to make it last. These are some snacks. These are some snacks we have. If eat your stuff, save it, because we're not going back to the store. We don't have money throughout the week to buy anything. You have to wait. So they had been there for a long time. I was like, man, this bastard, he's never gonna eat them. And then so he would eat his stuff. He wouldn't share with us. But none of us would really share because we're fat. So it wasn't that we're being greedy. It's like, no, I just picked mine up, and instead of eating a few chips, putting the bag away, it's like I ended up eating the whole damn family size of chips that I was supposed to save for 2 weeks. Ended up eating my whole bag. But yeah, so I decided that all right, cool, I don't care if he gets mad, I'm gonna eat these graham crackers because I want something sweet. I don't have anything sweet, and I've always been a fat kid. Now I'm a fat man. So that being said, I didn't like to get in trouble. I've gotten in trouble a few times throughout my life from my parents, and then after that I decided, wow, I'm just never gonna get caught again. And I didn't. I was a very smart, witty kid. Got spanked twice, realized, all right, cool, don't get caught. So I ended up eating his crackers, and what I did was I grabbed a pack of saltine crackers and I put it in the box. So this was after a few weeks that I did that, right? I just, all right, cool. Ate them, put the crackers in there. And then every day he still grabbed the box and shake them. And there would be times where it's like awkward because I'd be in the kitchen too looking for something, and he'd be in there checking his box of crackers, and he'd look at me and, all right, cool, they're still in there. I'm like, whatever. All right, so like 2 months passed by, right? I already forgot I ate them. I knew I ate them, you know, when I ate them, but it's not like, and so we live in the ghetto, so we're kind of, if you know, ghetto families. My brother, he was poor over there with my grandma. We were ghetto here. So all I hear is, who the ate my crackers? And then like, and I think it ended up starting to fight. I was like, oh dude, I'm sorry, Dad, I ate them. I didn't know you wanted them. Like, I didn't know you wanted your crackers. That's weird, man.
After checking them every day to make sure.
But yeah, like 2 months had passed by. They had been like, it had been a pack of saltines for 2 months already. I'm like, oh, I gotta wait. So that was one time,
bro. But to be fair, we had 2 fat people in the house, and an occasional fat visitor. He was kind of asking for 2 months not to touch them. He should have had some of them day one. Then he could have had at least some of his own crackers.
It was only like 2 weeks actually. It had been another 2 months that they had been replaced already falsely. But if that was like a bank heist, man, I'd have been gone already. I'd have been living my life, and then the bank finds out all their money's been missing for months already. It's like, what? That was the crackers. And then there's another specific one I remember, and it was I think they're called ding dongs. I think that's what ding dongs. I don't know. The little cupcakes, the little Debbie cupcakes with the little white swirls. There's 2 of them in a little plastic like pack that fits each one. So again, very probably the same situation, but this time they're in the fridge.
No, bro, was this after the crackers?
This was after
the crackers. So this time he's thinking he's got you. Yeah, it's not gonna happen this time.
It's not gonna happen. I don't even think he wants them at this point. I think he just leaves them. Again, we bought snacks. Everybody else ate it. And by everybody else, I mean me and my mom. We're the only other 2 people here. We ate our snacks for the 2 week period or maybe month period, and he had a thing of those cupcakes, and they were in the fridge. And as soon as you open the fridge, they're right there on the door on the side, very visible. Everybody can see them. Same thing. It had been in there like it wasn't that long actually. This was like a week. It wasn't. He would check it. Like, all right, cool, dude. Like, check food, dude. But here's what I did. I got a knife. I slit the bottom of the pack open because it's a little clear plastic that's over the cupcakes, right? I was able to slide out the cupcakes, and then again they sit in this little like plastic wrap. I took each cupcake out and I just bit the bottom, and then I put the top back in. I just put it back in the plastic and left it there. So he never picked it up. He saw that, all right, they're still there. Obviously the top's still there, so the bottom must be there.
How did it come to light, bro?
It was another fight. It started another fight. Yeah, finally, he wants something sweet, and then he opens up his stuff. Literally, he didn't even open up from the same side that I had cut. Like, it was cut over here on the bottom. He's like, all right, cool. He just ripped it from this side, and then who the did my cupcakes?
There's only the top layer.
It was just the chocolate piece. It was so bad.
So bad.
Yeah, there was a lot of fighting in this house over food.
Bro, you were the fat sleuth, bro. You were.
Yes. Man. Maybe that's why he hates me. I don't know. It's a grudge all these years. Yeah, no, I ate the bottom of his cupcakes like a freaking mouse.
Bro.
Yeah, no, I'm diabolical. I realize
Oh,
that.
man.
When it comes to being sneaky, I'm pretty freaking sneaky. Yeah, it's just bad.
Bro, I don't know how you're so light on your feet, bro. That's why you could scare your mother all the time. She doesn't even hear you coming.
Yeah, no. So I scare my mom all the time, every day probably. Yeah, literally, and sometimes it's not even on purpose. It just happens. I guess I got so used to being quiet and then just like not like trying to make noise, like specifically in situations like that, you know.
Well, we know where the training started. It started eating the graham crackers and the cupcakes, bro. The whole
Dude, so I was basically like freaking Indiana Jones when he swapped the just me with crackers.
Bro. And then your powers evolved. They obviously evolved from your mother. Although your mother has mastered it to a whole nother level because she eats the food in front of you and you don't know it's getting eaten.
Well, no, I know I'm fat, bro. I know. The thing with her is, I don't think she cares at all. She's gonna eat it. She wants it. She's gonna eat it. And if you have a problem with it, that's your problem.
She doesn't give it up. She's like,
all right, cool.
never mind. She's
like,
looking straight at you.
Your tortillas? Mine.
Oh man,
your mom,
bro. So we've established that you're pretty fat, even early on.
Yeah. Never been skinny in my life. Don't know if I ever will be. However, I'm grateful for you, bro, because I will always not be as fat as you. Like, no matter what.
You'll never have to, like, if I ever get as fat as that guy, let me know.
Let me know. That guy is huge. Please stop it. I almost killed my buddy David yesterday because he was sitting right here and he's watched a few of our podcasts. He's like, bro, from the corner of my eye, you look like your brother. I was like, just call me fat. Like, wow.
Bro.
But yeah, bro, you're definitely fat. As a child, dude, we're just like really smart little fat children. That's crazy.
Bro, I think that's how we make it even, bro. Because we're handsome and we're smart. If we were skinny, bro,
Sure.
this wouldn't be fair. Wouldn't be fair.
Nah, that is definitely true. I destroyed your son yesterday. Speaking of that,
Bro, he sucks.
so well,
He
we're
sucks so
playing the party game, right?
Okay.
I'm super drunk at this time.
Right.
These guys are
You can't
getting
even
drunk.
say your own name anymore. You're all falling over.
And so one of them on this game, he ends up dying, and it's a party game, but everybody still has a chance to play even though they're dead. He has to answer a bunch of math questions, and everybody else does too. And if somebody else does more questions in them, and they're simple, that's plus and minus, with negative numbers and stuff like that. If anybody else scores higher than him, unfortunately, he remains dead. He lost that round. He's dead. And it gives you like 30 seconds, bro. All drunk. I mean, to be fair, I blew everywhere away, right? I answered 19 questions correctly. And then it was like, Joaquin was like 7. And then one of the guys, they're also drunk, right? At like 2, like what? It was bad. But yeah, destroyed him, all drunk.
Bro, look, I love my son because he's my son, right?
Yes.
But I'm not fooled by how dumb, bro. You know what? I don't even blame him, bro. It's a generational thing. Like, they are dumb. Like, I think what happens is we've reached the point where technology does so much for us that it's crippled their minds, which is why they're all special ed. They all have those 504 plans in school. Like, if everyone's retarded, does that mean nobody's retarded?
Bro.
Because they're all retarded.
I brought that up because I shared with you guys and not the people listening, but with my brother, his wife, my grandma, and my mom, a little group chat. How my nephew, we joke around with him, like he does some really dumb, funny stuff. But I was watching him yesterday. He was playing games with some of his friends, and I'm just listening to him talk to them, and I was like, man, he's the smart one.
Like, holy shit.
What?
Yeah.
He's the leader. He's the alpha. Not even the alpha. He's the alpha. And it was just like, whoa. And it was like super simple stuff. They're playing a game, right? And it's like, I don't know what that is. Like, it's a gun. Like, why do you have 4 of the same gun? And like, they're playing Fortnite. Fortnite, you know, there's different guns and all that stuff. I don't like the game, but they make me want to get into it because, like, I want to destroy them because they were doing good. I was like, wow, this is what it's come to. Anyways, this guy's like, oh, why am I running out of bullets? Well, you have 4 of the same gun. They all use the same bullets. Pick up a different freaking gun. Yeah. And then, like, Joaquin's trying to explain to them, like, no, yeah, pick up a different gun because, you know, you only get so much ammo and blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, I'm just like my brain was hurting. I was getting frustrated. It was bad. I was at a loss for words like I am now. I just could not believe it. It was just, what the heck is going on?
Bro, it's one of those things you got to be careful. If you listen for too long, you get dumber.
I was getting dumb. I was like, what? Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. No, but it was funny. I was like, man, he is the smart one. And I joke around with him. With peace and love, as we say, but man, his friends are dumb.
Yes. Well, bro, that's why I'm like, I don't blame them. It's because the dumbness like permeates, bro, and then it multiplies and it condenses and saturates. And I'm like, I tell Joaquin, like, I'm teaching you all this stuff, but I already know there's a lot of stuff people have to learn on their own. But I'm like, son, you gotta admit some things, son. And listen, you could, when you turn 18, when you're on your own, listen, you could do you, but there's gonna be some consequences to some of this stuff. And like I tell my son all the time, I think what's happening, I think they're all socially retarded. Like I think they're losing the ability to read social cues and like situations, and it's just kind of all like, you know, they talk about the sensitive culture, so they're all sensitive and they've all going through hardships. It's like, man, you haven't gone through any hardships. What are you talking about? You don't know difficulties, but I don't know, bro. They don't know about alleged free cable, bro. Alleged
really don't.
squiggly lines.
I was just saying, 2-year-old fat me was probably smarter than a lot of them.
Yeah, we had to be, bro. We had to survive. I mean, think about it. We're left in the parking lot for like 3 hours by ourselves, and our mom comes back with no milk, bro.
No milk.
No seat belts, just driving around, bro. I remember those times, like, you know, all the Mexicans would pile up in the back of one truck and go to the beach, bro. We'd ride like 200 miles in the back of a truck bed.
I actually remember there was a local place here. I think it was like right on the outskirts of San Antonio. It was maybe 1604. We would get all our cousins and they called it Marano Beach. I don't even know the actual name. It was just like this little river, basically a creek. It was a freaking creek, just a pretty deep creek. And we would all drive over there, and it's like in the back of somebody's property. Like I don't even think it was open to
private.
Like what?
Whatever.
Just like everybody would go, and we're gonna be honest. It was mostly ghetto people. That's why we were there as well.
Yes.
Ghetto and poor people. You would never see anybody with a nice car over there or a nice truck. It was always, a beat up Suburban or something like that, or pickup truck. It's all dented and
with about 50 people per vehicle.
Yeah, literally. And we would go, and that was our entertainment.
It was good times, bro. Good times. Yeah. I think that's good stories for today.
That's good.
Come back with some more later.
You're still fat, though. Didn't want to say that again.
Well, I didn't want to tell him, but I mean, since we're wrapping up, I'll let him know, bro. Before you went, it was called Skinny Beach, bro. Or Skinny Creek.
Bro.
The day after you went, it came Marano Creek, bro. So everyone know Marano means bugas fat in Spanish.
So Marano is actually derived from Mauro, which is my brother's name. They're so similar. It's like, you know, it's named after him. You know, I'm just saying, bro. You're fat. That's all I'm saying.
Bro, you're the fat master, bro.
Bro, it was literally a puddle until you went and jumped in it, and then it became a beach, bro.
Bro, you were Ocean 11, 12, and 13, bro, by yourself. You're the whole crew when you're doing your snacks over there to get it from your dad, bro.
Bro. Your mom. All right, thanks you guys for watching. Just let us know how fat you think my brother is. That he literally has 2 cameras on him to make the one image. These are actually across the street to get that much of his body.
Bro, I think this episode you should call it Squiggly Lines.
Squiggly lines.
Squiggly Lines.
Squiggly lines. Squiggly man sacrifice.